an interview. I want to ask you a question. How are you doing? It's so easy to come in here and put on your church clap, you know, and for an hour or so, you're real good, but then you get in the car and drive back into Hell's Kitchen. Sometimes they don't even.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're connecting from. You're welcome to today's live stream. I want to believe you can hear me loud and clear. You're welcome. I'm so excited to have you in today's live stream. How's been trading? Today is Tuesday, the 4th of the 28th of April 2026. How has been trading this year? How has it been? I hope you're profitable, you're doing well. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a comment. If you can hear me loud and clear, you're welcome. A lot is happening in the market. Okay, offering you great opportunity to make good profit, and also comes with high so you have to be composed in the midst of the storm. You have to be composed. It is very important. You have to be composed. You need to have a very good plan, very good risk management plan. Ensure you stick to it. There's a lot of, a lot is happening, and if you're not prepared, you will drown in this market. You will drown in this market if you are not prepared. A lot is happening. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Good morning, Mrs. Chibuzo. Good morning, Mr. Debayo. Good morning, Navy Boy. As Favor. You all are welcome to today's live stream. Good morning, Mr. Debayo. It's been a while. How's business? How's trading? How's the family? If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question or any pair. I believe you have a pair you plan to trade today. I would like to know in the comment section what that pair is. I believe you have it. What pair are you trading today? I would like to know so we can look at it together. What pair are you trading today? Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Which pair are you trading today? Which pair are you trading today? Look at let's look at the calendar. Yesterday I told you let's start this. I told you yen. Okay, we have a yen releasing the news by I think it was released. The time wasn't stated yesterday. It was tentative. They didn't give a specific time. But as you can see, the news was released 4:04 press conference held 7 a.m. Nigeria. You can see what happened in the market after the news got released. You can see, I think the news was positive for JPY because it the forecast, the previous, and the actual the same. So I think that was positive for yen. So if you look at yen, I think it was when the news got released. You can see this engulfing can be yeah, strongly bullish. And after that bullish move, it sold. So right now, what is the direction for? Yeah, I shared yesterday that there's a high probability they will come and sweep this low. I also pointed, I said this will be the first target, this low. Okay, and they not swept the liquidity residing at this low and gave us an engulfing pattern. Like I said, I would love to see yeah, get bullish, probably of this liquidity with this fair value gap that has not been filled. Okay, all these highs here are liquidity, I believe. The support or it breaks the resistance. That is when I'm buying or selling. As far as I'm concerned, it's still in a range right now. Still range right now. So there has to be a breakout from the high of the range or the low of the range. Supply, if a candle closes above this supply area, that will indicate that demand is higher. When demand is higher than supply, we want to see price go up. Okay, if it closes below this zone, below this support, or it's an supply is higher than demand, and when supply is higher than demand, the price to drop. Okay, so that's my take on the yen at the moment, and neither bullish nor bad for the area or a break the demand return buy or sell the yen. I hope that is clear. Let's on to the next pair. Okay, gold and euro. Okay, we'll look at that in a few minutes. Then the next pair we're looking at is dollar index. Dollar index. What is the strength of the dollar? Is dollar bullish or we know that by looking at the dollar index. Okay, so I told you guys yesterday my bias for the dollar is bullish. Said my bias for the dollar is bullish, but I would love to see it out before going bullish. And I think that was up out yesterday in the market. I said to see it sell, pull back. You can see the fair value gaps I identified yesterday. That to see it pull back into zones before I will buy, and that's what played out here. That's what played out yesterday. It got filled, and as you can see, it's buying at the moment. Actually took the sell on USD. Those of you that have this is Euro USD. If you go on the 4-hour time frame, you can see the sell signal it gave yesterday. This was the sell signal. Okay, so if you had the software and you didn't execute, you are on your own. Okay, it was the sell it gave yesterday, and it has delivered over 55 pips. If you had entered from this, probably your stop loss would have been, let's say, 20 pips or 30 pips above this high. That should be about that. Let's say, let's say, risk, and you've made see it's to, or yeah, mostly it gives a signal for sell. Okay, I hope you caught it, so you can see for GBP USD this was the sell signal that it gave. So you can entry 50 pips. Your stop loss would have been few pips. Let's say 40 pip stop loss. You would have made close to 50 pips. Okay, so let's go back to. So as you can see here now, the dollar is bullish. My bias for the dollar is bullish, but I still want to see a retracement, a little retracement to the downside before buying the dollar. So today, though I still have some trade on Euro USD, I'd already closed 70% of the profit I made on Euro USD. I've closed those trades. So I want to see a retracement. You can see this is 4-hour time frame. This is 4-hour time frame. I would love to see, this is where I would love to see it retrace back to. Okay, this is where I would love to see it retrace back to this volume imbalance. And this would be a perfect, a very good zone. This zone, which is at a discount, will be a very good area to buy. And tomorrow CPI, no, tomorrow is FOMC meeting. So after closing the trades, I currently have a Euro USD and GBP USD. Like that's what I told you guys yesterday, that if you're trading Euro USD pairs, ensure that before the close of the market today, close the trade because of FOMC news. Because of FOMC. So since I've made good profit on Euro USD and GBP USD, I'm going to close my trade before the end of today's market. I'm going to close my trade. So I expect that they would use CPI. I expect that they will use FOMC to come fill this gap. That's my expectation. They either come and fill this gap or they will sweep this low. We still have some gaps that has not been filled. So that's my expectation for the dollar. Okay, that's my expectation for the dollar. I want to still see dollar sell into this gap. This is where I'm going to take my buy on the dollar. Okay, this is where I'm looking for buys. Okay, on the dollar. So I expect dollar to this week. So it has created a high for the week. This high, I believe they will come for it. Okay, I believe they will come for this high and also probably use the opportunity to fill this gap. That is my expectation for the dollar this week. Okay, that is my expectation for the dollar this week. So if after today, after tomorrow FOMC meeting, this candle closes bullish, that's Wednesday candle closes bullish, then I'm going to look for buy all day on the dollar. I hope that is clear. My bias for the dollar still remains bullish. I'm still very bullish on the dollar. Okay. So let's move on to currency pairs, GBP USD. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Mrs. Damilola, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so GBP you can see it's still selling. I'm still making some good profit on GBP It's still selling. It's still selling, still selling. This should be the bus stop for USD, but before it gets to this, to see it retrace up here on the back. Okay, so this level, let me see 1 hour time frame. I'd love to see it retrace back to this. We have this fair value gap. This is where I'll retrace back to. Okay, even above this fair value gap, we still have a volume imbalance here. Okay, so these are the two areas I'll be looking for myself. Okay, my partial entry on GBP USD sell would be this. Okay, I'll take partials here, partial entry, then the price breaks out, then it means it's coming. Once it gets to this point, I'm going to take more trades. Okay, so these are the two areas or two zones I will be looking for myself on GBP. If you look at the structure here, you can see we had a low, we had a high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You can see lower high, lower low. Shift in market structure occurred at this point. The shift in market structure occurred at this point. You can see. So after a shift in market structure, we expect price to pull back. right? We expect price to pull back to a premium area before we sell. That is what I see on GBP USD. Okay, I want to see a strong reversal to join the sell. Okay, I hope that is clear. So I'm still very bearish. This is not the right time to sell, please. This is not the right time to sell. If you are selling from this point, you would be taking a very high risk. You would be taking a very high risk because price can reverse any moment from now. It can reverse any moment from now. This is where you should have sold. Catching the trend at its early phase is very important. This is where you should have sold. If you didn't sell from this point, then you shouldn't be selling from this point. It has done over 50 pips from this point to this point. So you shouldn't be the one to be selling after a market has already delivered 50 pips in one direction. Okay, Euro USD. Same thing for Euro USD. You can see Euro USD has been bearish. Now it has pulled back to a discount area. So we might see the retracement from this zone. It's pulled back to a discount area. Okay. Filled this fair value gap. You can see this fair value gap here. This gap has been filled. So we might see, you can see the fair value gap. We might see a little rejection right from that. So you can see, and it has created a fair value gap here. So I'd love to see it pull back. This would be a very good area to join the sell. Okay, this is where I'll be looking for sell opportunity. I believe they would use FOMC to hunt for stop losses to sweep liquidity. And I believe the liquidity is residing at these highs. If you go down to 1 hour, you will see it clearly. There's liquidity residing at this height. If you go down to 1 hour or 15 minutes, I'm sure there's a bearish reversal pattern at this area on a lower time frame, where most traders have executed sell and their stop losses will be reset at that high. So let's confirm that on a lower time frame. H1, you can see. Can you see that? Can you see on H1? You can see all this reversal pattern is to lure retail traders to sell, right? So most retail traders would have sold. Some would have taken profit, but some will still be holding it. Okay, they will still be holding it with the hope that it will keep selling. And their stop losses, everyone who executed sell from this point, their stop losses is residing at these highs. You can see all these highs, all this doji. Most people that have executed trade. Yeah, also we had a breakout from this support. So most people also will have their stop losses residing at these highs. You can see these highs because to many retail traders, they see this as a breakout from the support. So after the formation of this shooting star, most of them will start selling. While some will sell after the breakout. You can see that. So they have stop losses here, and they have their stop losses here of few pips above this high. So this is where I would be considering selling Euro USD. Don't sell Euro USD from the current market price unless you want to take high risk. Don't sell from the current market price unless you want to take high risk. Okay. So gold, let's look at gold. So I'm bearish on Euro USD, bearish on GBP USD, but this is not the right time to sell. It's not the right time to sell. Gold. I stated this yesterday that gold, I still expect more sales on gold. I stated it yesterday. I said we should see more sales on gold before going bullish. Gold is still bearish. Gold is still bearish. Gold is still bearish. Gold might likely fill this volume imbalance. It might likely fill this volume imbalance. Okay, that could be its destination. See, it might get level before it buys. Okay, so all we need to do here is just apply our Fibonacci from this swing low to swing high. If you're considering buying, you need to ensure that price pulls back into a discount here. Okay, ensure you see the liquidity, there's liquidity residing at this low. There's liquidity residing at this low. The definitely come for this low. They will definitely come for this low. They're going to come for this low. This is what is pulling the price now. This liquidity here is what is pulling the price. There's high probability they will come for this low. And below that low, let's say there's a fair value gap below that low. If there's a fair value gap below that low, then they're most likely going to fill that gap too. Okay. So they are coming for this low. They are coming for this low. That's the first target for gold. So gold is still bearish at the moment. But if you ask me if it's the right time to sell, I would say no. I would say no. It has done over. It has done over I think it should be more than 400 or 500 pips now. Let me just confirm. From the open of the market yesterday, yesterday was 27. From the open of the market yesterday till now is over how many pips? This is close to 1,000. Am I correct? Yeah, am I correct? I think it's done over 1,000 pips since the market opened yesterday. I think it has done over 1,000. I hope I'm correct. Let me use MT42. This is why I like MT4. Yesterday was okay from that point to, yeah, it's close to 1,000 pips. Yeah, over 1,000 pips. Yeah, on gold, over 1,000 pips. Over 1,000 pips. Still bearish, but this is not the right time to sell. Gold is still bearish, but this is not the right time to sell. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Give it a thumbs up, and if it's your first time joining the live stream, do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Okay, don't want to fundamentals, a lot of news, a lot of things. So you have to be informed. And that is the essence of this live stream, to keep you informed so that you don't blow your account. Okay, so that's my take on gold. Gold is still sell, but this is not the right time to sell. This is not the right time to sell. This is not the right time to sell. If you have any question, is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. My focus going forward will be on Euro USD and GBP USD. That's my focus. I want to specialize on these two pairs, Euro USD and GBP USD. And I'm most likely going to create a signal group for that. I'm likely going to create a signal group for that. For those of you that have the ultimate signal software, I would add you to that group, and you'll be receiving signals on Euro USD and GBP USD. I want to specialize on those pairs. Okay, I want to specialize on those pairs, and I believe with that we should earn consistent profit from the market. For those of you who are interested in getting the software, contact me. Like I said, before the month ends, 2 days from now, if you subscribe for 1 month subscription, if you do 1 month subscription, you get extra 1 month. Okay, the 1 month subscription goes for $30. So if you subscribe, you are getting an extra 1 month subscription. So that will be 2 months subscription. You pay for 1 month and you get access to 2 month subscription. Okay, between now and the end of the month. I think the month ends 30th of April, which is in like 2 days from now. So if you subscribe, you get extra 1 month subscription. Okay. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Like I did said in previous classes, the software is designed for those who are still doing accounts. There was someone who was supposed to pay for the software, subscribe for the software, who didn't subscribe. That was beginning of this month. Funded his trading account, didn't subscribe to the software, and now the account is, I think the account is gone. The account is down. I'm certain that if he had subscribed, he wouldn't have blown that account. You wouldn't have blown the account. The account is down. The account is down. Sometimes when you bring such opportunity to people, they think you're interested in it. The money is not the thing. I would have decided to sell the software for $100 for 1 month subscription. But I know many people can't afford that. Many people can't afford that. I also know that many people don't even have much funds in their trading account. Don't have much funds in their trading account. That's why I had to make it very cheap and affordable, so that everyone can be able to use it and at least preserve their capital and not blow their accounts. I really don't like it when people blow their accounts. It's I feel like it's my money. When people tell me they blow their account, I feel like it's my hard-earned money. I really feel so bad. I was making money this period after working, laboring, and you now come to the market and you just blow the funds. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. So please, whatever you are doing, ensure that you preserve your capital. Please, whatever you are doing, ensure you preserve your capital. Don't try to gamble in this market. Don't try, please. Don't try to gamble. You will blow your account. You should have a risk management strategy that you implement on every trade. There should be a dollar amount that you lose on every trade. You shouldn't exceed that. You should have a daily maximum drawdown. In a day, you shouldn't lose more than this percentage of your account. It is very important. People that blow their accounts are people who have daily drawdown. They don't have a fixed amount that they lose per trade. Those are the people that blow their account. If you have a fixed dollar amount that you risk on every trade, you will not blow your account. You will not blow your account. Most of you have a trading strategy that has up to 50% winning rate. Yes, your strategies that has up to 50% winning rate, which means that out of 10 trades, out of 10 trades, if you are disciplined, out of 10 trades, with the strategy you have now, out of 10 trades, you will win 5 trades. So why are you still losing? Why are you still unprofitable? Poor risk management. That is why you are not profitable. Poor risk management. You risk $5 on this trade. The next trade you are risking $10. This trade you are risking $20. The next trade you are risking $5. Inconsistency in the use of lot size. That is why you are not profitable. You know your strategy has a 50% win rate. Out of 10 trades, you can win 5. It means that if you apply a risk reward of 1 to 2 on every of your trade, after 10 trades, you will be in profit. Or after 20 trades, you will be in profit. Because after 1 to 2 risk reward, at the end of, after executing 20 trades, you will still be in profit, but you are not profitable because you are not applying the appropriate lot size on every trade you are executing in the market. That's the problem you have. Your problem is not strategy. Most of you say strategy is your problem. Strategy is not your problem. You think strategy is your problem. That is why you keep upping, switching from one strategy to another, and that won't help you. That won't help you. That strategy that you have is working. It's just that you are not disciplined to execute it religiously. That's just the problem. It is working. It is working. Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Any question? And like I've always advised, use stop loss on all your trade. Use stop loss on all your trade. If you don't use stop loss, you will blow your account. Use stop loss in all your trade. You can't buy a car and ask the mechanic to remove the brakes in your car. That is what many of you are doing. You buy a car, you tell the mechanic to remove the brakes. That's what you are doing if you're not using stop loss on your trades. You will crash. Crashing is certain. It is certain. You will crash. That's what many of you are doing when you don't use stop loss. You are trading in the market that there's so much uncertainty. There's so much uncertainty in this market. So much uncertainty, and you are not using stop loss. You will blow your account. You will blow your account. You will blow your account. I'm speaking from over 10 years of trading experience. I've blown accounts, and I know the reasons why I blew those accounts. I know the reasons I blew those accounts, and I'm telling you, if you do these things, you will crash.
you would crash. I teach people Forex so that they don't make the silly mistakes that I made when I started, because it's very painful. It's very painful. Losing money is very painful. It's very painful. It's very painful. So be careful. Be careful. A lot of people, what they have lost in Forex, it will take them years to recover. Years to recover. That's why you have to be very careful. What they have lost in Forex, it will take them years to recover. It will take them years. So please don't over leverage. Don't over leverage. The truth is bitter, but it has to be told. Don't over leverage. Stop listening to those guys on Instagram, TikTok. Those guys are influencers. They are influencers. They just want you to buy their course. They are influencers. They want you to register with their link. That is where they make most of their money from. That is not real trading. What they are sharing on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, flipping $100 to 10,000, flipping $100 to 5,000 is not true. Stop listening to those guys. That's why some of you are blowing your account, because of those guys you are following. You want to flip your funds. That is why you are blowing your account, and you keep blowing the account. You can't pray about not blowing account. If you trade with the wrong principles, you will get the wrong results. Please. So I think that will be all for today's session. I just have to tell you these things. That mindset of you want to get rich overnight, get rid of it. Kill that dream of overnight wealth. It does not. It's not in this market. Not in this market. Don't let anybody deceive you. I'm here to tell you nothing but the truth. Accept it, or you do your own thing and you face the consequences. I appreciate you all for your participation. Our next class will be tomorrow, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.